Cook Serve Delicious 2 is a sequel to the first Cook Serve Delicious that came out late 2013, but unfortunately this one feels like a step down from the original. The original Cook Serve Delicious told a story of you as the owner of a brand new restaurant in an office tower. Well, sort of new. Okay, the restaurant you start with is extremely rundown and very limited, and it's your job to make it thrive. The nice thing about the campaign in the first game is it really made you feel like you were making progress. Every new upgrade to your restaurant and menu felt meaningful, and it made me want to play the game longer and longer. And this is the first place Cook Serve Delicious 2 is lacking. Progressing in this game comes from working at the other restaurants in the office tower. Completing the levels will unlock decor and menu items, and you will also gain money to purchase those unlocks for your own restaurant. The problem is that you don't really feel any of the progress you've made at all. The first game had a lot of story in the emails you received every day, but this one doesn't have any of that. There's no extra catering minigames, no Iron Chef to compete in, nothing. It's not all bad though. The gameplay remains intact from the first game, and is just as addicting as it was before. If you've ever played casual games like Cake Mania or Diner Dash, then you should be familiar with the matching a series of requests gameplay that Cook Serve Delicious contains. Unlike those other games though, this one has a lot more depth and difficulty to it. The requests you tackle start out quite simple, only needing to press a few keys, and works its way up to something really complicated. I vastly prefer the keyboard for this game, but if you're the type who hunts and pecks, you can hook up a controller and play that way instead. A cool addition to this game is the ability to prep food on the side. There was a little bit of this in the first game, but this one takes it much further. Some meals require items to be prepped, while some are sides that will be taken by customers as you go. It's best to have these ready before rush hour starts, as it can get pretty hectic, and not having sides available will prevent you from getting more positive buzz and more tips. The inclusions of robbers you need to beat up when they appear was a cool idea, but doesn't really make up for the fact there are a lot of missing features in the gameplay beyond the campaign. There are no longer any food inspectors, which was a pretty inventive way to force players to be really on their A game for a level. You can't upgrade your kitchen to make things easier, there's no upgradable food items, etc. Sure, I enjoyed the restaurant designer feature of the game, although the controls were awkward to get used to at first. Why couldn't it just be simple drag and drop? But it really just distracts from the fact that my upgrades are all purely cosmetic. I can make my restaurant look pretty sweet, but why should I care when there's hardly any reason at all to use it? The graphics and sound are all excellent as they were in the first game, but they are just a shiny coat of paint on a game that is rather hollow. The gameplay is as addicting and fun as ever, but after a while I started to run out of reasons to keep playing beyond completing it for this review. I got all the upgrades and finished all the levels, and that was about it. It's really a shame that I can't really recommend this one beyond really casual play, because there could be so much more here. Now, the developers have added some features since I purchased the game, but I have no idea if the bigger missing pieces will ever be put back. In the end, I sadly have to say that Cook Serve Delicious 2 is one to skip, which sucks for fans of the first for certain. However, if this one did pique your interest and you haven't played the first game, I'd wholeheartedly recommend going back and playing that one, especially since you can regularly find it cheap. Hey all, thanks for checking out my video. Did you play Cook Serve Delicious 2? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please check out my Patreon and pledge any amount of money to help me keep this channel going. Or just let me know what kind of perks you'd like to see there. Every little bit helps a ton.